Welcome everybody to my trading journey. Today I'm going to be posting my recap of what I took during Asia session. So let's get into it. So as you can see, Asia opened at 8 o'clock. Um, we were very choppy. As you can see, we were choppy for like 2 minutes straight. It was bad. I'll be honest with you. I low-key wanted to log off for today and just trade a different day. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna see what we can find. And I took a banger. So let's get right into it. So again, choppy for the literally for the first 2 hours. We will create a lot of SMTs, because on the ES, it's gonna be a little annoying because I gotta find where I was. Because as you can see, ES took out these highs, right? Took out this high, and Nasdaq didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nasdaq was looking more bearish, and ES was looking more like. In the beginning, it was looking more bullish. Okay, it was looking more bullish. Where is the trade? Where is it? Right here. Yeah. So again, Nasdaq was looking more bearish. ES was just looking more bullish. Again, we created a lot of SMTs forming. As you can see, that I showed you guys, ES took out this high, but Nasdaq didn't. So that created a strong SMT right there. Strong SMT. I was looking for when I was on the 4 hour on Nasdaq. Okay. As you can see, we formed a 4 hour fair value gap right over here. I'll mark it out for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we had a 4 hour fair value gap right here. As you can see, we were respecting it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. My bias for the first hour-ish during Asia was longs. Why was it longs? Because on the Nasdaq, as you can see, we created SMT. There's this very drawn liquidity low right here. Nasdaq didn't take this low. ES did. As you can see, ES took out this low. Nasdaq didn't. But obviously now, today is what, Friday, July 24th, 12:48, which is New York Open right now. New York Open took out that low. But during Asia, we did not take out that low. So we created SMT. So I was like, okay, I might go for longs here. I want to go for longs. And I was targeting these highs here on a 1 hour. I was targeting this high right here. I'm going to mark it red just to show you guys. So I was targeting for this hourly high right here. But again, ES took out that high. We created SMT. So again, Nasdaq was looking more bearish. There was a 30-minute fair value gap right here that I saw. Okay. This was like a waiting game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This was a very patient waiting game during during Asia. Seriously, it was a lot of patience. So again, we had a 30-minute fair value gap right here. We did also have a 1 hour fair value gap. Right over here. But I did not really focused on that, to be honest with you. I was low-key more focused on this 30-minute. And I went on a 15-minute on a Nasdaq. As you can see, we had a 15-minute gap right here. Right over here. I'll mark it for you guys too. We had a 15-minute gap right here. Obviously, price inverse that 15-minute. But I wanted to have more confirmation and more clear that we will inverse. And price did on the 30-minute. Once that 30-minute got inversed, that's when I was going for lows. But I'm going to tell you guys why I was going for lows. Reason why I was going for lows is because I saw this equal lows right here, just sitting. So that was literally my drawn liquidity. Because if you have equal lows or equal highs, then those are signs of drawn liquidity. So yeah, right here, we had literally equal lows right here. So once I saw that, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, I am going to take that trade. I low-key wanted to take that trade because if we go on the red, okay, let me mark it out red. If we go on the 1 hour, yeah, it was this low right here. So that's what I was also going for too when I saw that equal low. Once I saw that equal low, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for lows. I want to go for lows. I don't want to go for highs. But I'll be honest with you guys. I did took a trade. I was going for longs. I'll show you guys right here. I was going for longs. I lost a trade. So I literally kind of revenge traded. I'm not gonna lie, which I shouldn't have, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We ball, right? It was this trade right here that I took. Right here, as you can see, I marked out we had a 1 minute fair value gap right here, and you know we were respecting it at first, but then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that, and I kind of lost that trade. Why did I took that? I don't know. We had a lot of SMTs, and again, Nasdaq was looking more bearish. Don't know why I wanted to go for longs there, but whatever. Yeah, and we were creating a lot of low resistance liquidity. Literally, so many low resistance liquidity. Like literally forming a lot. As you can see on the 5 minute, a lot of low resistance liquidity. Yeah, so I honestly was waiting for that 30-minute fair value gap on the Nasdaq to get inversed. I was being very patient, and that's when I was like, okay, you know, I am going for longs here. I'm going for shorts. I am going for shorts. Because again, ES took out this high. As you can see. Oh, I fucking hate that, bro. I wish I have a mouse. I need a mouse. ES took out this high. They're in Asia. Nasdaq didn't. So we had a strong SMT forming. And that's when I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go for shorts here. And target those equal lows. And again, I was marking out fair value gaps or respect that. There's another 1 minute fair value gap gets respected, and once that 1 minute these two got respected, I was like, okay, you know, I am gonna go for shorts here. I am going to go for a 1-to-3 ratio, and again, I put my take profit on these equal lows or this 1 hour low, but doesn't matter. And I put my stop loss at this high. So we took it on a funded, well, eval actually, and I'll be honest with you guys, I did not win this 1-to-3 trade. Very unfortunate. Why? Because so when I first marked out my 1-to-3, I marked out where my 1-to-1 would be, because just in case, you know, because what if price goes back up? We could have hit a 1-to-1 ratio. We could have won. It wouldn't even matter, right? 1-to-1 is better than like a 1-to-3. But actually, I don't even know. That's not the point. Anyways, I moved my stop loss right into this high. Once we were going lower, like really, really lower, I moved my stop loss right to this high right here. And price took out the high, and we eventually took a 1-to-1-ish trade. But we won. But I could have won a 1-to-3 trade, and we could have been up like a couple more $100s. Sorry guys, my girlfriend's grandma came into the room. Yeah, so when price started to move up, you know, that's when my stop loss hit, and we won a 1-to-1-ish ratio. So literally, yeah, it was like a 1-to-40. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. So I could have, you know, put my stop loss right here. You know, I could have put my stop loss right here. Once we passed that, you know, if we kept going lower. But I didn't. So we could have won a 1-to-3 ratio, and we would have been up a couple $100. But it is what it is. I still won no matter what. I will be glad for that. Yeah. Again, I did take a trade. I revenge traded. Should I have done that? No, I should have not revenge traded. But it was a very long, patience game. I did want to see that 30-minute get inversed, which I was waiting, and once that did, I, went for those lows. I was targeting that 1 hour low, or those equal lows, because again, those equal lows are very much good, strong draw on liquidity. So yeah, I mean, again, very, very choppy during the first 2 hours during the Asia. Again, I can't complain. We won the trade. I won't complain, but it would have been way much better if I just put my stop loss into this 1-to-1 and just let price play it out. But again, it is what it is. Again, we are up $5, as you can see on the top left. We're up $5. Hey, it is what it is though, right? We're gonna pass this account. We're gonna pass the account because I blew my eval not too long ago. I blew an eval like last week. I blew it last week. So we're gonna have to win this one. We're gonna have to pass this one in order to get funded. Yeah, again, that's pretty much it. That's my recap of the day. So I'm gonna see if I can trade on a Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to trade during New York. If not New York, then Asia. So yeah. That's really much all I have to say, guys. I mean, I don't really have much. Yeah. Again, we won the trade. I'm not gonna lie, I won't complain. So, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can trade on a Monday during New York. If not, then again, Asia. All right. Hope you guys have a good one. And before I end it, I know I'm not too good at explaining my trading recap. Again, I'm not advanced, but we'll get there though. We'll get there. All right. Hope you guys have a good one. All right. Peace.